Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19 with a brand new series, a brand new league, and a brand new setup. Welcome to the Indian Baseball League. I will be playing the part of everyone's favorite Soviet Commissar for Naval Affairs, Nick Kuznetsov. Also could call Nikolai, but he goes by Nick. He's kind of a fun-loving guy. The people on Twitter and on YouTube both said they wanted to see a fictional league, but they also said they wanted to see a fictional debut. They wanted not historical rookies, but specifically non-historical rookies. So we're going to have random rookie debut. So the players will be real, but the league itself is fake. We can take a quick look at the standings page, and there you go. We have the Indian American League, the Indian National League. I've turned on the designated hitter for both leagues, just to remove one other thing. When the game generated, it picked one Cleveland franchise, the Cleveland Keys. I had to take over, so that's precisely what we did. We have no teams in New York, which, if I'm going to be honest with you, is totally fine with me. I take that back. We had the Brooklyn Clippers. Damn it, I thought we were almost free of them. Oh well. We're in the ANL Central. With the Omaha Magicians, Memphis Lake Monsters, Fort Worth Mastodons, and the San Antonio Aggies. So, other things that you guys need to know before we begin the actual gameplay. Again, we're playing with random historical rookies. They'll be introduced into the league every year, and they'll be draftable. Oh, I didn't actually set up the playoff format. So right now this is going to give us 5 playoff teams in each league. I think it makes more sense to have 6. One of the things might try playing with, maybe not in this series, but the next series, is I might try playing with the promotion and relegation. But for now, I think, we have 30 teams. Maybe 4 wild cards. There we go. So we're going to get ourselves a nice... yeah, because there's... I'm trying to remember what it is in real life now. I've totally blanked. Oh, that's right. There's 2 wild cards. Yeah, because 5 teams from each conference make it. Not conference. Yeah, there's 10 teams in the playoffs. Because the one game is kind of a play-in game. I remember it now. It all makes sense. So there you go. So those are our playoff rules. I'm just going to leave these as is. I'm not going to change anything else. What else did I change? We are going to do the All-Star game. No voting. All of these are fine. So you have random rookies from all eras. And automatically import real historical rookies. So these 2 things together should give us what we're looking for. Most importantly, I have turned on automatic league evolution, which means things are actually going to change as we play through. I've deliberately not turned on schedule length because, at least in previous versions of OOTP, it kind of breaks the game. And you get really weird things. You get like 26 days in a row with no off days. So I decided to end that particular practice. Players, we're going to have random discoveries, which we did not have in the previous one, and international free agents. We're going to use the hard cap that they use in the real life major. Stats and AI is going to stay the same. This is going to be based on the modern game. So that's happening here. Financials... we're not going to mess with. There's a DH in both leagues. All of this is fine. We're not going to make any changes here. Trades with other major leagues is fine. One big change I've made is I've allowed the trading of draft picks. Just because I would find it useful if I know I was going to get a shitty draft pick to see if I could get someone around the trade deadline to give me a player for it. And I think that'll change things up and make things a little bit more interesting. We're going to do the amateur draft. That's all fine. We are going to use the modern 2012 CBA rules. Since I haven't played a modern league in a while, it's useful for you guys to take a quick look and remind themselves. Most importantly, this is going to make the free agents a little bit less valuable because there's no type in an A and type B free agents. And you'll only get a pick in the supplemental round. So that's another thing we'll need to consider about. Financials, options, player stats, and AI. Rules, all this is fine. Global settings 1 to 100 across the board. Just to keep things more interesting and to force me to keep me on my toes, I'm going to go ahead and turn this setting off, potential less than actual. Otherwise, you get a warning when they're heading for a cliff. And I should be able to determine that based on myself. I am really seriously debating turning off owner goals, but I do think it offers a more immersive experience. So, I think that's about it. I have set my role to GM and to GM only, not manager and GM. Only exit autoplay when someone's out for at least a week. That's all fine. Yeah, this all seems good. Perfect. Okay. We need to do one more thing, which is, first of all, what's our minor league setup? Wait, I created minor leagues, didn't I? Did I screw up? I did not create minor leagues. Well, let's very quickly fix that. That is super weird. Because it didn't... Like, I opted into it when I created the league. Yeah, we can just very quickly... Alright, so we're going to do AAA, AA, Single A, and Rookie. That's going to take a minute. So there's AAA. I said there's AAA. And then we have fill team with fictional players. Okay. Let's go back to the parent league. And let's add a AA league. If you do add all minor league goals, basically I want to avoid short season A because I've always considered that to be less than optimal. There's like 5% of players, in my opinion, for whom it's really helpful. But in my opinion, that's a lot less common than you'd think. I must have changed when I was building the league, and I forgot to make the appropriate changes. And last but not least, let's fill you with minor leaguers. Fill teams, and then let's make ourselves a rookie league. One of the things I'm going to try is I'm going to try to be a lot more hands-on in minor league promotion and demotion. That's one of the reasons I'm only making myself the GM and not the manager, is so that I can actually do things like that and not feel like I'm missing something important. And then we want fill teams. There we go. Poof. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to be playing general manager only. And it means I'm not going to get a general manager. I'm not going to get the manager award, which is fine. Let's take a quick look at our front office. We do need to hire an assistant GM. We have Eli Solis is going to be our manager. He doesn't actually care if we get our hands dirty. But for immersion's sake, I will go ahead and let him... here we go. I will go ahead and let the assistant GM take over signing and firing minor league personnel. Well, actually, we have fewer teams now, don't we? So I actually will take over that. I think that's a very worthwhile process for us. And it'll allow me to develop coaches, which is something I actually do genuinely enjoy doing. GM rating. I only really care about development. Joel Allman, you're the new assistant GM of the Cleveland Keys. Anything else we need to do before we start the draft? I don't think so. Okay, this is confusing. Our AAA league... Oh, it's the Avindian AAA. I see. That's confusing. Let's get the International Complex there. And I think that's good. Wow, we're really dicks. We're making... Our rookie team is an Anchorage, Alaska team. Oof. Now, we don't have much in the way of high potential rookies. We've got a bunch of random noobs, none of whom are all that exciting, but that's what the draft is for. Oh, I don't see a 40-man. Did I not turn on a 40-man roster? That's under players and face gen. No, I'm not. It's not. Rules. Ah, here we go. We definitely want a 40-man roster. Done. We are going to enable postseason roster rules, because I think that's important. Waivers are not disabled. Oh, you're DFA'd for 10 days. I think that's the best choice there. And I do want waivers to be 3 days, because I think that's what it is in the majors. We will have minor league option years for sure. And we'll allow playing there. Turn on the Rule 5 draft. A lot of this stuff is actually not on. I find that vaguely upsetting. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're where we need to be. So then, yes, everything here now makes sense. To a certain extent. Inaugural Draft. The Cleveland Keys are at the back end of the draft. Oh, joy. Let's get it going. Oh, is the original... Oh, the original class is actually going to be fake players. Interesting. I like it. It makes it far less predictable. We'll just wait until we actually get to pick. Okay, we've got so many choices to pick from. Oh, let's quickly set player development and scouting. Yeah, my player development budget is not going to be $0. I know why they're doing this. It's because the financials haven't been set yet, because they won't be until after the draft. Wait, what the hell? Okay, and then we have to turn off my least favorite thing, which is this stupid garbage. We're going to go ahead and set this to 25, 30, 30. And we're actually going to spend a little bit less on... Come on, jerk. There we go. That is worthy. Okay. Back to the draft. So, there are a whole slew of really, really good players left. So we've got a couple of options here. Let's start with Steve Clark. Steve Clark is 28. He's an amazing all-around hitter based on his ratings, but his glove isn't that thrilling. He'd be a good building block from an offensive standpoint. Let's keep looking. Chris Martinez. Martinez is an amazing third baseman. He doesn't have quite the offensive ceiling, but he's also 24. And the fact that Chris Boy here is younger means he's under our control for longer. And we have Benito Pena, who plays lots of positions fairly well, actually, and is a really good hitter, too. So, of the three, who's the best fit? Steve Clark is the best overall hitter, but can't really play the field that well. Oh, we also have Bob Torres. Oh, he's 38. I'm not even going to waste my time. There is Tim Rank. Tim is a pretty good shortstop until you look at his likelihood of getting an error. That's not helpful. So do we go with Chris Martinez? Or do we go for a pitcher? Okay, Greg is not a starter. Yeah, that is... A guy with this little stamina is not going to be a great starter. He'd be an excellent pitcher, but not a great starter. So I'm going to go ahead and I think we're going to start off with Chris Martinez. Or... Pena. I think he's the better fit. Because he's got really good contact, which Martinez doesn't. Here we go. Benito the Prophet Pena from Venezuela. Okay. I don't know that I cannot take Steve Clark now. He's such a transcendent hitter that even with subpar defense, I can make him a DH or a first baseman. I've got to take Clark. I cannot let an offensive player of his caliber not be on the team. But how the hell have they drafted 25 players already? Oh, right. Because they've probably promoted a couple of people. Alright. I could also take Chris Martinez, but we really need a starting pitcher. Jay Phillips is a really great pitcher. He's 25. He's going to be a good pitcher for a long time. I don't know that I even bother overthinking this. I think we just go ahead and take good old Jay Phillips. He's the future Phillips. Nice. All right, let's go back to all players. I think Tim Rank would be a good addition to the team as well. He's another outstanding hitter, and I do agree that his infield error is subpar. But I think we can maybe try it. I think we're going to take him. Let's get our infield set first. Now I'm going to look at catchers. Because catchers are going to be all over the bloody place, and we don't want to fall behind in the catcher war. But I think we already have. I believe any chance we had of getting an elite catcher is gone now. So I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that position. So let's just look at batters, period. A good center fielder would be an excellent key piece of this team. Let's grab good old Larry. Auto draft until next pick. Right. Let's look at pitchers now. And let's try to get another couple of starters. I like Greg House as well. Plus, he can be our doctor. He can be the team doctor. Save us some money. Vinny Morales is another... Oh, I like Jay Twig. I like pitchers like this. They'll just sit and absorb innings for us. I think that's a perfect decision. Okay. Let's try to... Let's see what we're at on catchers now. It's now what? Round 8? Oh, it's a serpentine draft. Okay. Do we have any productive catchers left? I mean, Joe Dietrich is super young, and he's a decent all-around hitter. He's not a great catcher, unfortunately. Can any of you jerks... Oh, no, I just... Oh, good, it did keep my rating. Sweet. Okay, there's one really good defensive catcher left in the draft. And he himself is such a bad player that, yeah, he's still going to be around. So let's just look at batters. I want really good contact. Jose Guzman would be a perfect fit for this team. Welcome aboard, Jose. Andre Suarez, an excellent choice. Let's grab him. And then I need one more outfielder. Yeah, let's grab an older guy too. Why not? Alright, back to pitchers. I want to see starters with really good stuff. Now see, Tolan would actually start to be a good risk at this point. Because his stuff and his pitches are so overwhelmingly terrific. And the pressure wouldn't be on him. He'd be a nice little pitcher for us, I think. What else do we got here? Dombrowski. I think we've got our starting rotation, you guys. We're now at the point in the draft where I want to just take best player available. But I want to focus on youth and or the ability to improve. So I got auto draft until my next pick. Okay, yeah, we're starting to hit the rock bottom now. Let's grab Templeton here. Let's get some infielders. I want at least one excellent backup infielder. Look at your utility, Franklin. Damn. I'm taking it. We still have no starting catcher. And we also don't have a bullpen. But bullpen, I think, is the easiest thing to fill out. I'm going to go ahead and take the hitting catcher that's kind of okay at defense. And then I'm going to take the great defense guy as his backup. There we go. Okay. Auto draft until my next pick. Here we go. We don't have a starting left fielder yet? How is that possible? I think I have two right fielders. I think that's the issue. Who's got really good contact? Damn, Bonilla would be an interesting little piece. Let's grab him. And I'd ideally like another good outfielder. Like a Ruiz. Can you play center? Not very well. What about JJ Curry? Let's take Curry. I think he'd be another decent pick. Okay. Now, for the rest of my draft, I'm going to try to pick up some relievers now. Now, the best of the best relievers might be gone already, but I also don't really care. Okay. This right here is about... Holy shit, this right here is a starting pitcher. This is not a reliever. Except for the fact it's only got 2 pitches. I will happily take him, though, and we will find a way to make him work. Pharaoh. Massey. Kopriva. Alright. Are there any other interesting starters left? Let's sort by stuff. I like Hayashi. Okay, Hayashi's actually more of a reliever, but that's not a problem because I can just swap him. Peterson. He'll be my kind of my swing man. Let's try to stack the bullpen just a little bit better. Blanco has no movement. Yeah, we've kind of reached the bottom of the barrel now. I will take Gattuso. Why not? Are there any other outstanding players who don't have a home? Dan Sullivan, you've got room to grow. I like it. Let's grab him. Let's grab Mike Fall with his amazing center field ability. Let's take Aaron Harper and his potential to someday absorb a ridiculous amount of innings. And let's take TJ Bill, who's not a bad little power hitter. Okay, I think one more round ought to do it. Any other high potential guys? Not really. And we'll take Alan Zawadski. Sure. And then we're going to auto-draft the rest of the draft. Because there's no real prospects in this draft, which makes total sense to me. Yes, let us set up our team. Now keep in mind, the AI is going to be setting things up for us. This is our job. This is what we agreed to do. So I am not going to fight them on it. So let's look at the lineups. What do we got going on here? We've got... Really? Clark is the number 2? Okay. I would call Clark more a number 3, but that's fine. Juarez is the perfect choice for cleanup hitter. This team is going to score stupid amounts of runs. Just like absolutely stupid amounts. Which is pretty exciting. And I think we've got enough, like our upfront rotation has the potential to be real good. Okay. So we're going to quickly check our personnel. Eli will allow full control of the lineup and the pitching staff, so I can choose to move people around if I want to. But we have to trust the manager or fire him because it's his fault when I fail. That's why you pick the manager. I'm not going to really touch the minor leagues this season because there's not much to touch. That sounded bad. That sounded real bad. Yeah, this is not really a minor league system I need to keep a very close eye on. Because I'm not really wasting any potential. It's going to take a while before we get the real high potential sorts in here. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to make sure we did, and it might be too late. Shit on toast. I have to edit how they import rookies. Or import players, rather. Because otherwise it won't import them correctly. AI Almanac. I hope it's not already too late to set it, but it might be. Have we actually signed contracts yet? We have, and our lineup is stupidly huge. We'll have to see how that works. Now let's get back to the issue at hand, which is making sure they import correctly. Options, rules, stats and AI. It'll import random rookies, but I guess I can't see how to fix that, so I guess we just ignore it? Yeah, sorry guys, there's nothing I can see to fix it right now. And I'm sure I'll only discover it afterwards. Alright, so let's begin. I have a whole bunch of money for extensions. I got money burning a hole in my pocket, and we need to figure out who is critical to our team's success in the future. Steve Clark is a mighty fine hitter. What do you say? Oh God, you want all the money. Let's try it. I mean, I can make stupid offers right now because we have so much extra cash. Everyone else we're going to wait on, and we're just going to see how things go. I have an astronomical market size, extreme fan loyalty, and 94 fan interest. How can I have had 3 million fans when I didn't exist last year? That's a bit strange, don't you think? These financials will sort themselves out, almost certainly, but I'm not going to waste time with dicking around until then. Okay. Let's sim up to spring training. Oh God, he wants even more money. What the shit? And we'll just do this as league and, yeah. Oh, that was my general manager that wanted more money. That's fine. Personnel. Yeah, I'm going to take a greater hand in developing the coaching staff, too. Oh, yeah. Now, our biggest concern, I think, is the fact we don't have a lot of depth. We have some, but not a lot. What the hell? I know what I've done. I just want my entire organization. There we go. Alright, let's get through spring training. Way to go, Pena. He actually should be ready. He might be ready by opening day, actually. I hope he will be. Casey Black blew out his arm. I don't remember drafting him, and if I did, I'm sure it wasn't, yeah. These are just relievers that are getting hurt. I'm not super concerned. 2 weeks for Juarez. That's fine. And let's sim 1 more week. Oh, I set the top prospect list to dynamic, which means the ratings will change throughout the season. Okay. How many pitchers do we have? We have 14. That's way too many pitchers. I need to demote at least one of them. Bye, Ryan Franklin. I really need to get rid of 2 of them. Like, I don't need a 6-man rotation. That's ridiculous. Chris Peterson. Yeah, you're probably going to refuse. Yep, you refuse being sent down. That's irritating. I just want to shop for prospects right now and see what kind of deals I can get for that. I mean, Peterson's a pitcher with a pretty great big Achilles heel. What do I got as an option here? Hey, I'm optioning here. Let's see. Danny Barrigan. What do you got going on? 2 really good pitches, a good deal of stamina. I will happily take you. Could I get you to throw and say Jeremy Gambrell? No. Can I get your 1st-round draft pick? No. Okay. He's probably got a lot of salary, right? Oh, he's actually fairly cheap. What if I agree to eat all of his salary? He wants just a little bit more for a 3rd-round pick. Like, how much more? Yeah, Grinwis is pretty trash. Can I get you to throw in a 2nd-round pick? No, what about a 4th-round pick? I'm okay with this. Invalid pick and trade. How is that possible? What the hell just happened here? What, did the trade happen or not? Oh, you know what it might be doing? Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, it just wouldn't let me take another 3rd-round draft pick. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, roster spot open. I need to get rid of 1 position player. Pena's only going to miss a week. Juarez will be back in a couple of days. So this is really about what position do I have too much of. The answer is left field. Bonilla, you're going to AAA. And there you have it. Very quickly update all the lineups. And we'll update all the pitching. Why are we going with a 6-man rotation? Do you not realize it's opening day yet? Like, I give him credit for a controversial strategy, but I just think it's dumb. Yeah, none of those are my people. Okay, you did fix it. Oh, I've assigned, so I can just disable it and take over the team at any time. How did I get such a crazy market, or is it just true for everyone? No, apparently everyone loves the Cleveland Keys. We're like the Yankees already. That's kind of scary, actually. That's kind of real scary. I didn't get my crazy huge budgets. That's sad. Okay. Alright. New season. New league. Oh, that reminds me. I want to check the Hall of Fame stuff. Oh, I turned off pitchers winning MVP and relievers winning Cy Young since I've got their own. Okay. Minimum service 5 years, and years on ballot 10 years is still fine. That's good. And we'll do 20 votes a ballot. I think that's fair. All right, away we go to the next month. That's fine. Is there anyone playing who should not be playing? Like, Chavez isn't that great, to be honest with you. But there's also no one who's clearly a better fit. Let's play our first month of baseball action. Well, so that's gonna hurt, both literally and figuratively. Hi, Tony Garcia. Welcome to the Keys. Not Prescott Dombrowski. He and Phillips are both... Phillips just blew his arm out and is out for the rest of the season, right? Or is that the other J? What does Juarez want to come back? Because he's got really good discipline and really good power. And those are likely to age quite well. He just wants to play for us for 10 years for $20 million a year. Can I get team options? If I can, you've got it, mate. Done. It is weird feeling like the Yankees in this just because I've got so much money. God damn it, Tim Rank. I guess let's have Che play shortstop. He is pretty good defensively. You'll figure it out, manager. And if you don't, I'll fire you. Yeah, the fans are like, oh my god, amazeballs pants. Wow, Jamie Morgan has 12 at-bats in professional baseball and is already saying he's retiring. Damn. That is brutal, my friends. Highly brutal. Yes. Let's keep it up. Hey, I got an achievement. 4 weeks for Juarez. This is getting to be a very painful, quite literally and figuratively speaking, pattern for him. I don't want a great hitter who keeps getting hurt. Because he's real good. Like crazy good. But I just lost him for a month. Let's put him on the DL. Do we have any even reasonable hitters hiding out in the minors? I don't think we do. Let's quickly check the waiver wire. Gaspar can't hit, and you're a pitcher. Free agency. You both suck donkey balls. I thought it said McHor, but it's McHorder. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna call up Bonilla and just let the AI figure it out. Let's keep it going. Oh, for fuck. Good lord. This is getting a bit silly. And yet our team trainer's allegedly great at his job. I don't know if I buy that. Oh my god, everyone is getting hurt. I remember at one point I thought about increasing injuries, but I don't think I actually did it. No, it's just occasionally. And he's out for 4 weeks. I can't do anything about that. It's just got to be next man up. But shit. Are you shitting me? Someone else is out for like 1,000 years. Like, what in the literal hell is happening with this team? You guys need to get your shit together. I mean, we've got the best lineup in the majors and the best rotation. That's really great. But we keep losing people like all over the damn place. And that ain't cricket, as the kids say. If it's day-to-day, I don't care. Jose Guzman won the Batter of the Month. He is having himself a fine season so far. He is a good egg, as they say. I don't even know at this point. Everyone's getting injured, and it's extremely irritating. I mean, I'm literally just plugging holes. And I know part of this is the fact we don't have any depth, but no one should have depth. Okay, Juarez is ready to come back. We are ready to have him back. JJ Curry, you suck. And you suck even more since you won't go down to the minors. That's alright. Tim Rank won't be back for another 6 days. That's not awesome. Oh, Ellingson lost his hitting streak. Greg Tholen wants to come back. I have no idea if you're worth that much money. And I suspect you aren't. Alright, we've got rank back. Ah, damn it, Che. Did you literally just get enough service to refuse demotions? Yeah, you did. Alright, TJ Bill, you gone. Alright, Templeton is back, and I don't have anywhere to slot him in. So let's go ahead and have him go to the minors and rehab a bit. We got a pitcher of the month. Nice. Oh, he's, yeah. Okay, Twig's getting better. Tholen's already getting worse. Shearer got better. Harper got a lot better. Okay. Let's sim up to the draft, and let's see what we got going on in this draft. They said random rookies. We got random. We got Sam McDowell and Pete Alexander, who I believe were like 200 years apart in real life. Yeah. That'll be cool, though. I like that. I don't think Bill Melton was a real player, was he? Oh, he was. He just didn't play very long or very well. Okay. Problem is we're the 21st pick in the draft, so any of these really good rookies are not likely to be around by the time we get to them. Ah, and I see a couple of them are already, like, raring to go. Does my scout just suck? Is that part of the problem? He isn't great. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not great. He could just be lying through his teeth. I mean, Austin Kearns looks pretty amazing. Like, right now, amazing. Alright, so there are 4 players who would help my team instantly. Want a rebate? Where do I need the most help right now? I really need another pitcher. I'll be honest. Pitcher is what I need the most. I'm only looking at batters. What about pitchers? I could get someone like Earl Mosley, who would be, like, amazing right now. And pitching is this team's weakness right now. Let's do it. Let's take Earl Mosley. Done. I'm going to offer you the slot. You dirty slot. You could be a really good reliever, but I don't need really good relievers. I could use a good young starter like Mr. Carlson here. All right, let's look at the batters now and see who's still left. I don't mind taking raw players, although I don't like that contact rate. I think we could do better than Solar. Randy Jackson's a good overall hitter. He just doesn't have a clear place. But he's the kind of player I'd like to take a chance on. So let's grab him. Terry Francona. He's going to be a great manager someday. Devin Masaraco? Maybe. So, the one position we're thinnest at in the organization is catcher. So I guess we take Masaraco maybe and just hope his defense improves. I've made worse decisions. Ooh, I really like Denny Gonzalez. He's a good overall middle infielder, and while we're probably a lot more bullish on him than other people, I think he'd be a good addition to the team. Let's take Terry Francona. Even though obviously like a serial killer has carved messages into his face. Your whole thing is only defense. I'd like someone who's ideally a little bit better at hitting. Let's take Wildfire Harry Kraft. I will take Charlie Starr, because he'd be free, right? Al Stokes? Sure. Bob Cooney? You know what? He'd be a very fine reliever if his control develops. And that's a spot that's a risk I'm definitely willing to take. Saya Costa. He'd be more like a break glass in case of emergency pitcher, but I wouldn't mind having him. Oh, except he's already gone. Oh well. Jerry Snyder can't hit. Bill McGee's a decent risk to be a back of the rotation starter at some stage. And I think we will conclude our draft. We got some reasonably good talent here in the draft. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, and I'd like to shortlist all of you. Prospects to watch. Sorry about that, guys. The The phone rang, so I had to see what that was about. And then let's start adding people to this list. Okay. And I will be right back, guys. And I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Our drafted players are thinking real hard. Hopefully they'll start signing soon. Franklin, what the shit, dude? What the actual shit? Didn't I literally just take you off the DL? Alright, let's put him on the DL. Sawadsky, you're up. Now the question is how we get Templeton back onto the roster. What could I get for JJ Curry? He just doesn't do it for me, like, in any conceivable way. And we get nothing for him. Let's look for all different kinds of players. Yeah, we'd have to pretty much eat a crappy contract. How much money is he making? Oh, God, really? And we're stuck with him for 3 years? Oh, shit. Yep, we're just going to ignore it. I'm just going to have to find something else to do with Templeton at some stage. Damn it, I don't want to designate Templeton for assignment. He's too good. Oh yeah, Earl Mosley actually doesn't need to go to the minors. He can come straight to the majors. Sorry, Josh. You gone. You up. Please update your decisions. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then you are no longer shortlisted, because I don't need you to be if you're actually on the Major League roster where it's easy for me to keep an eye on you. Templeton, right. So the current third baseman is Pena, right? He's having a pretty amazing year, and there's really no way I could even remotely justify not having him on the roster. Templeton is super cheap. Could I maybe flip him for a quality addition to the roster? A prospect of some nature. Ah, delicious water. Hello, Jeremy Gambrell. You're an interesting pick, but you're not... a good infielder who might develop a pretty good bat. This is a pretty good pick. I am going to keep looking. I don't need a pitcher. Rich Hamilton could be a better hitter, but he's also a lot closer to needing major league time. And I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that just yet. So I think I will go ahead and take Macias and just send him to the minors. Would you throw in any other prospects? I'm suspecting the answer is no, but we can try. Pete Ladd, maybe? No. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to make a one-for-one deal. That's reasonable. I'm not going to spend a whole crap ton of time making that decision. Berrigan, go to AAA. The 22-year-olds can go right to A-ball. And I'm willing to take time on the others. Let's go. Greg House can come back. That's pretty good news. House is better than him, right? By a fair bit. Let's go ahead and send Harper to AAA. And then put House back on the roster. Yeah, Ryan Franklin's setback is that he's a jerk. That's a setback. These are minor leaguers. Well, we just lost Corey Shear for 5 months. That's not ideal. Is it time for Danny Berrigan to make his Major League debut? I believe it is. Go ahead and make use of him, my young friend. A personal message. Alright, we need to make some decisions here about our personnel. It should not be hard to find AAA coaches, right? I will go ahead and replace these two with hopefully higher level coaches. Walter, you can have another year. You can have another year. Sure. And you can have another year just because you're cheap. Our current pitching coach, how does he get along? He is not great. And pretty much no one on the team gets along with him. So, he gone. Greg Tholen is still interested in coming back, and I'm still not sure that I want to. Let's talk to the international amateurs. Jose Ayala could be special. And look, I've got loads of money, right? So yeah, I will go ahead and offer him the cap and see if he takes it. I mean, right now we're the best team in the majors, and I don't think it's particularly close. Which should make us a very attractive landing spot. I take it back. Kansas City's doing real good too. We also have a 16-game lead in our division, so I shouldn't get too arrogant though. It'll bite me on the ass if I do. Joe Dietrich is a crappy hitter. Literally every other player on the team is doing an awesome job. I mean, Andres Suarez doesn't have the ideal contact, but damn if that isn't a sexy OBP and slugging percentage. I am totally cool with most of this lineup. Franklin Chavez just can't hit a home run to save his life. That's kind of sad, actually. He should have more power than this, and so that leads me to believe he may have a bigger future with us in some capacity. I also think he's being hurt by the fact he's a DH, which is an issue. Remember, our league has no history, so we're going to be setting all kinds of records this year. Let's talk pitching. Greg Tholen is a crazy, stupidly expensive pitcher. And he's pretty good, except for his lack of durability. How much money does he want? A whole shit ton. And I actually don't have any money left for extensions, because a bunch of people are going to become ARB eligible and they're going to demand lots of money. So the smart play might be try to flip Tholen for an elite prospect. But the thing is, elite prospects are just not going to be available for us. Yeah, I think we go ahead and just let Tholen walk. Farrow is eligible to come back. That's delightful. You can take Zawadzki's spot. No, I do not want to designate him for assignment. I quite clearly clicked demote to Bakersfield. There you go. An 11-game run streak by Guzman. Nice. Franklin, you just keep getting hurt. I'm happy to just send you to the minors on a rehab assignment. A trade proposal. Do tell. No. You're basically giving me a really, really good pitcher that I just don't have room for. Yeah, I'm not giving you Franklin Chavez. You can make another decision. They're creating baseball cards. Let's look at the All-Star Game rosters. Oh, wow. Grover, Cleveland, Alexander went straight to the big leagues. I guess that's fair. Let's see. Prescott Dombrowski has a ridiculous 15-1 record. Greg Tholen. Monjardino, our closer. Juarez, Pena, Clark, Ellingson, Guzman, Elizarias. We pretty much have the perfect team. Yeah. Cool. Oh, we got an All-Star Game MVP. Nice. Okay. Colin Miller's a pretty good reliever. Aaron Harper and Bill are both pretty flawed. But I don't think we really need the help. I mean, our bullpen's pretty great. Our rotation is pretty good. Now, let's take a quick look at salaries and decide who we might want to try to buy out. Yeah, Prescott's fucking arbitration thing just keeps getting higher and higher. This season looks real good. Yeah, I'm gonna offer you 10 million. Would you take that? No. Yeah, he's not budging. He knows he's worth a shit ton of money. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't even get him to take the minimum. Yeah, he wants a lot of money. So much money. Oh god, rank is even worse. Can I get you to take 10 million? 12 million. 14 million. No. I have no negotiating leverage with most of my team. That's phenomenal. Um... We're going to have some hard choices to make in the offseason, and I don't know what kind of choices I would make. It's not fair because Lit sucks. Other than that, it's not such a bad call. All right. Bullpen looks solid. A lineup looks good up and down. How much money are you asking for in arbitration? Yep, every time I'm making an offer, they're wanting more money. I think they realized a lot of them got me by the nuts. Yeah. That's a problem with taking a team like this. We've got a real high chance of winning a World Series, maybe this year or next year. But our team is also going to be stupidly expensive. Just like, it's going to be so expensive, it's going to be borderline insane. Oh no, he's injured again. Who could have predicted that? Is Greg House secretly a softie? This is the perfect storyline, right? It's perfect. A pitcher named Greg House, who's kind of old, is secretly a softie. Oh, and by the way, I wonder if he also has a crippling Vicodin addiction. Okay. If Summers' contact and discipline develops, he'll be better than Bill is. And Bill's not going to get a lot better. I'm going to take this deal. This actually makes a lot of sense. It's trading an older player who's more polished for a younger player who's a little bit more raw. Yeah. Oh, that's right. They have to clear waivers. That's fine. Whether they do or not, I don't really care. San Diego was a big fat jerk. I think he automatically gets pulled off waivers. Yeah. Oh, hey, I got Ayala. Nice. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Looking like he might not be as brilliant as he appeared to be. But I was prepared for that. Of course, Jay Phillips decides, hey, look, the playoffs are coming. And he cuts off his own arm. Like a butt. Oh, you can come back, Aaron Harper. You heard me. You're a butt, Phillips. Yeah, I can't afford you, dude. Even if I wanted to afford you, I can't. Alright, let's check the home screen. Sorry, rosters and transactions anyway. You're already kind of old for a rookie ball, so yeah, I will go ahead and promote you. Sure, you want me to promote Masarako and Cooney, I will. Anyone you want to trade is going to have to help me, is going to have to clear waivers. And Chris Reyes sucks, dude. He's like the worst. JJ Curry, I don't even know who you are. Oh no, not my crappy backup first baseman that I never wanted. You can come back up to the majors, TJ. I think it's hilarious, by the way, that I've already destroyed the real-life all-time record for wins, which was 116 by the Cubs, and I've already beaten it. So clearly, we should just end we should just end the entire series and just be like, you know what? We're never going to get any better than this. I'm going to be like, you know what? I agree. Oh, I see. That won't actually pop up. Okay. That's fine. That's just fine. We got Jonathan Rodriguez, a player with absolutely no talent. That's exciting-ish. Please let the record show that I went 123 and 39 in my first ever season. I think that's going to be important. Let's check the playoff roster. Sure it is, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Most pitching wins, home run champion, batting champion, going to the playoffs. Triple crown for Pena. Holy shit. Let's take a moment to bask in the glory of this team this year before we lose it all. I had 2 10-win players. That's amazing. He almost got the slash stat triple crown too. Led the league in doubles, homers, RBI average, slugging, OPS, WAR. I don't know how 200 OPS plus didn't lead the league, but I'm not going to question it. And he wasn't a great third baseman, but do we really care? I don't. Jose Guzman led the league in steals, hits, and runs. And he was a fairly talented left fielder. Ellingson was also an outstanding hitter, leading the league in triples, playing pretty good center field. And, like, I can't be mad at Steve Clark's season. And on any other team, Steve Clark would probably have a fair shot at an MVP. But with as insane as this team has been this year, I mean, Tim Rank was supposed to be my banjo-hitting shortstop. And he's a pretty shitty shortstop. When Juarez was healthy, he was pretty good. Elizaraz was quite the homer crusher. I mean, basically, none of my offensive starters got hurt all year. Pitching. Uh, 23 wins for Mr. Dombrowski. And a legit good season. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely cannot argue with any of these pitchers. This is some scary shit, you guys. Tholen was only a tiny bit worse. Maybe I've been underestimating his quality. Leading the league in strikeouts helps a lot. Where do we go from here, you say? hopefully we go to the motherfucking World Series. But we're going to have to see. We've got the San Jose Buckeyes versus the Nashville Captains taking on the Charlotte Caribou. And the Charlotte Caribou versus the Memphis Lake Monsters. And the Buckeyes are victorious. So we've got ourselves... we had the best lineup and the best rotation in the league, and they were much worse. They're the second best lineup, and we're almost 300 runs worse than us. That's crazy. You done got cariboued. Ooh, that was a close one. What happened this one? Oh, looks like this was the problem inning, the 8th inning. Martin, a rare misstep for him. He had an outstanding season. 3 WAR from a reliever is just crazy. But that's all right. You can't win them all, right? Okay. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Whew. Mosley, my man. Thank you. I could not have a 123-39 season end in the division series. That would have made me have a sad. We faced the Long Beach Hawks. A glorious victory, if I do say so myself. Uh-oh, we just lost Ellingson for the rest of the playoffs. That's not ideal. How did you get injured? It doesn't actually say. Uh-oh. He hit a home run. That part is good. He was injured while running the bases. What the shit, Ellison? What the shit? Another victory, but that was a very close one. We had some people retire. Another victory. A thorough butt whooping. Yeah, we got a sweep. Okay. Cleveland versus Kansas City. Now, there is one major move we need to make. We need to find someone who can take care of Ellingson. And this will let me put someone on, I guess, Mike Fall. Playoff rosters. Congratulations, Mike Fall. You were drafted in the 27th round of the initial entry draft. Had a pretty outstanding season in AAA, all things considered. And now you're the starting center fielder in the World Series. How does it feel, guys? Earl Mosley. First round draft pick. Yeah, we don't need no help, Falcons. Damn. This was probably the best team, a 98-64 team. We still won almost 40 more games than they did. Sorry, almost 30 more. My math is terrible. Dombrowski's had some real issues in the playoffs. Come on, House. Yeah. Boom shakalaka. World Series champs. That's it. We get to go to the White House. So that's a thing. And we bask in our glory. We already got an insane score. Fan loyalty increased somehow. I'll have a crazy huge budget. I will need a new pitching coach, but that's fine. We'll have some decisions to make. But that'll all be next episode. By default, it's all going to go downhill from here. I cannot imagine us winning this many games again and just stomping through the playoffs. I do find it somewhat miffing that after, what was it, like 30-some seasons, an OOTP 19 before this, I won one World Series and one Negro League World Series. Very first season, I put up the all-time greatest record in Major League history. And I'm not even going to get to be Manager of the Year. Damn it. Oh, Greg House didn't get his vesting option. What the hell was his vesting option? Do you need to have like 200 innings or something? I bet he needed like 30 starts. That's how they generally do it. That's a shame. But yeah. So we're going to go and end this episode here just because the first episode was so bloody long. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe and comment down